Hey guys, welcome back. So let's talk about how the kiln's been going. Obviously, I still got oak in there. Today is, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see me pretty well. Today is day 12. Okay, same load. It's going pretty good. So I've kind of adjusted how I've been as it's been going. So I'm still gonna let it in there probably through tomorrow for sure. So I did kind of what I said I was gonna do. I let it vent like normally, day 1, 2, and 3. As of day 3, I started doing massive dumps. So what I would do is I'd open the door for roughly probably 3 to 5 minutes to get all that moisture that's in the air out, shut it, let it continue to vent, right? Every 12 hours, I would open it up. So first thing in the morning when I go fill the boiler, so say, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, depending on the day. And then later at night, around the same time, 7, 8, 9, I'd open the doors for 3 to 5 minutes and get that initial moisture out. Because it'll drop, we'll just say it's 40, 50% all the way down to like 20, right? I did that through starting on day 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so day like 7 through now, so 7 through day 12, what I did was I alternated having the induced fresh air, right? I did that about every 12 hours. I would have it like that, and I would have this shut where it's still venting nonstop, right? At a slow rate. So every 12 hours it still vents, and then I would introduce fresh air every 12. And I've come to find it's working pretty good. So day 7 and up, I'd open the door quick, run in there, grab 3 to 4 pieces randomly in there, bigger pieces. And I would use this moisture meter, which is the one that you set it on the wood, right? Versus these, the pin ones. The only reason because when I would use the pins, it would never give me a reading because the outside of the wood is so dry. So I've come to actually really like that moisture meter the best because it must send some type of signal or whatever into the wood far enough where it actually gets a reading. So I've been using that one. So starting on day 7, because the moisture levels were still in the upper 20s relative humidity in the kiln. So I pulled out a bunch of wood because I'm like, oh, not bad. And I would get on the wood with the moisture meter could be between like 8% all the way up to like upper 20s, depending on the wood, where on the wood, so every day, like day 8, 9, 10, 11, now up to 12, all that reading has gone down, like the high moisture. So like today, this morning, the highest moisture I got, I think was 19. And these are bigger chunks, the biggest pieces that are in there was 19. So I'm like, well, one more day, it should be good, But I tell you what, when the relative humidity in the kiln on mixed hardwood would show, say 28 on day 3, day 4, day 5, and that's just venting like normal, not inducing good air or new air, fresh air, it would drop about 5, 6% every day. So that's why on day 5, it would read this, 18 point something or less. The temp would usually be higher because now it's going to be a little lower because we're inducing 70, 80 degree air versus keeping it hot. But I tell you what, so like when it says 28% on day 7, I'm like, oh, okay, we're ahead of the game. What I've been doing is working. It just drops so slow. This goes to show you, oak just retains the moisture, the water inside the wood. Fibers are so tight. It's just a stubborn wood, right? Is what I would say. Which brings me to another point. So I have, I don't know how many totes over there of pure oak that I have to dry still if I want to sell it this year, right? Good thing is, I was talking to myself the other day. I said, well, I haven't had any pure oak orders yet. I get them every year. So I still have all of this oak that needs to be dried for me to be able to sell it this year, right? So the other day I said to myself, if I don't get any orders in the next 2 weeks for pure oak, I'm gonna stop drying just the oak and go back to the mixed hardwood, you know, because I can dry technically 3 loads of 6 baskets in the same amount of time that it's taking me to dry just 5 baskets of pure oak. So obviously I'm charging a lot more for, you know, just oak than I am mixed hardwood. And then of course I get an order for pure oak yesterday, which I'll be delivering in a couple days. So, you know, I'm not sure if I want to continue to dry oak. I know I'll sell it all no matter what, but it's taking a lot of inventory that I could be drying and selling right off the get-go. But the only good thing is I can dry that stuff a lot quicker than this. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of indifferent on it. But I think moving forward after this oak and whatnot, after this season, so any oak that I split from now on, which I probably won't split any more wood for another month, will be, if it's pure oak, yes, I'll separate it. I'm just gonna put it out in the drying yard, and that's where it's gonna stay. So like, say October, November, December, whatever oak I split will go out there, and it's gonna stay out there till probably next year this time, and then I'll throw it in the kiln, because it'll be almost a year of air drying. Yes, it won't be ready to sell, but I'm hoping by that time it'll have to go under 5-6 days-ish to be able to be dried, or I'll just leave it out there. I don't know. It depends on how the season goes and how much oak I get, you know, in these next 60-80 cord loads that I get. We'll see, because I'll sell it. That's not the point or the problem. It's just right now it's taking up valuable time. I'd hate to dry it all and I don't have pure oak orders. Yes, I could intermix it with the other stuff, but to me that's a waste of money, or profits I should say. So I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward. Oak will just, obviously any wood that I split this winter is going to go out in the drying yard and sit there. All right, sorry about that. Camera overheated for whatever reason, so I'm going to make this quick. So yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think on the oak situation, how the kiln's been running. Yeah, it's going to be the same amount of time, but I feel like I'm going to get a better overall product because the way the moisture levels are reading, I feel like this batch will be a much better, evenly percentage moisture-wise. So I'm curious to see what you guys think, because obviously any wood that I split over the winter, if I'm already sold out, I'm probably going to throw in the kiln and sell. So it's like I almost never get ahead until like springtime, when I stop selling like big orders. So curious to see what you guys think about how the kiln's been performing. I think it's doing just fine. It's just oak is just so dense. It's just harder to dry. So yeah, just kind of want to see what you guys think, but I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'll just let the oak sit for at least a year before it goes in the kiln. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, but as always, keep burning.